First of all, let me apologize for my voice because I went to a concert last night and yeah, we don't talk about it. In this video, I'm going to be seeing how much I can read in 24 hours. It's not going to be a continuous 24 hours. I'm going to put a timer for 24 hours and only start the timer while I'm reading because I actually want to see how many physical pages I can read in that time. Usually when I time myself for like an hour or 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, I usually read like 30 pages, in an hour like 60 to 80. It depends on the book and where I am in that book, if that makes sense. Like if I'm at the beginning, I usually read slower, but in the end, I'm like, go, go, go. I want to see how it ends, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Or like, it's going to be more than one day. It's probably going to take me a few days to film this, but in today's video. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated. The first book I'm going to be reading is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. It's a fantasy book. I don't know more about it than that, other than that booktok has been raving about this book, and everywhere I go I feel like people are talking about it. So yeah, I'm curious. I want to see what all the hype is about. Very excited. It looks a bit fake. I don't know. I really hope this won't disappoint me. Booktok has been letting me down a few times in the past now, and I don't know. I really hope this is good. I will keep you guys updated. I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. My TBR is so full. Like I have like more than 80 books on my physical TBR. So yeah, we'll see. But first up is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I've been reading for about 20 minutes and on chapter 3. So I haven't gotten very far into the book. But so far it's not really I don't know. Oh my god, my hair. I don't know, it's not really like giving me anything, if that makes sense. It feels like it's a lot of telling and not showing. I'm not really vibing with it, and I hate it because I had high hope for this book. But I will give it a little bit longer, obviously, before I fully make up my mind, because 20 pages is not enough. But so far, I think I might be one of the few people who doesn't like Powerless. But maybe I'll change my mind and I will regret this clip. Who knows? Why is she writing things from both perspectives that are just the exact same thing? Like, I've already read this. Why am I reading it again? I don't care. I'm on page 15 so far. I hate to be a hater, but I'll give it a little bit longer. I'm also about 1 hour into the 24 hours. At chapter 6. I've already read this thing, but I guess I'm going to read it again from a perspective that sounds not that different from Hayden's. Okay, I said I was going to read again, but he just said that the eyes are blue 3 times in a half page. Why? IDNF Powerless. I got about 70 pages in and I just couldn't do it. The grammar was annoying me, the POVs were annoying me. Didn't care for the characters. It felt like I was reading Red Queen all over again, and I liked that book, but I didn't like it that much. And this book, I don't know, I didn't vibe with it. I couldn't get through it, and I found myself going into a slump. So I DNF'd it for the first like 1.5 hours of this challenge, whatever. I read around 60 pages of Powerless. And yeah, no, it's not for me. I know a lot of people love it, but I don't. I'm sorry. I hate it because I was really excited for it, but oh well. This will be going to someone who will actually enjoy it. Oh my god, ignore my bad. I always use the cup place here with like a blanket to film some TikToks. The book I'm going to be reading next is The House in the Pines by Anne Rice, which is like a horror thriller. And it just says the cabin lies deep in the woods where the trees are so dense it's easy to miss. On the outside it might look like it's crumbling, crawling with weeds, but on the inside it's warm and cozy. It's like a horror thriller, and I like the cover. It's something completely different than Powerless, but I hope the change of genre will do me well. I have a little bit over 17 hours left on my timer, and I just finished The House in the Pines by Anna Rice, and I rated it 2.75 stars. That's a very weird rating, but it was a very weird book. I don't know, from the cover and like the description of it, I thought it would be something completely different than what it really was about. Okay, spoiler warning here. Spoiler, if you don't want to hear this, skip forward a bit. It turned out that the main like villain or whatever was killing people through hypnosis. It was very weird. It wasn't horror at all. It was just, I love the cover still, but this book, it wasn't anything special. I read through it really fast, and that was a saving grace. Like, I think it took me like it didn't take me that many hours. I think it's like 4. It's like 319 pages. So I read 319 pages since I stopped reading Powerless. So now I've read around 379 pages, something like that. I will put the count here somewhere on the screen, here or there, anywhere you will see it. So yeah, not that great, but whatever, it is what it is. The next book I'm going to read is Quarrels by Mel Matheson. The author was so kind to provide me with a copy, and I'm supposed to read this in March, so I'm going to be reading this next. It's a financial thriller. I don't really know what it's about, but I thought it looked cool, and I do like a good thriller, and I mean, it won't be hard to beat this one. So yeah. I wanted to give you guys a quick update. I finished reading Quarrels and I rated it 5 stars. It was around 288 pages long, so not bad whatsoever. I have about 14 hours left on the clock. This book actually surprised me because it was very fast paced. Everything is like about this financial coup in 2027. I don't want to give too many spoilers in case you actually want to read it, and I want to keep this like challenge like spoiler free. But yeah, surprisingly good. Not my usual kind of read, but I did enjoy it. So that took me like 3 or 4 hours to read ish. I don't fully remember how much time I had left on the clock before I read it. And now I have the next book here, which is a New York Minute, which is a romantic comedy about this girl who gets laid off at her job, and then her day just keeps getting worse, and then she ends up on the subway and her dress gets stuck in the door. I know. And then this guy helps her out, and they go viral, and they're both like mortified about it because everyone thinks they have this like crazy love story, and it's like approached by like BuzzFeed and stuff. I'm about 20 pages in and I already love it. The only downside is that PS has very long chapters. Like that was one chapter. I don't know, I'm more of a short chapter kind of person, but look at that cover though, so cute. This book, I love it. I love it. So good. Oh my god. Oh look. So good. I love it. Read it. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. Did I tell you that I love it? Look how pretty these tabs are. Oh my god. Could you even see that? I can barely see them. They're there. I will be honest and say that this challenge is taking way longer to film than I thought it would, but I finally finished in New York Minute. I rated it like 5 stars. It was so good. It's so cute. I love the couple, and I love like the guy is like a little bit awkward, and it's so cute, and just like their banter and the chemistry and like the whole vibe of this book is just great. And I love New York, and this makes me miss New York, but it's worth it because it's a really good book. And it was around like, I would say 300 pages. I'm not exactly sure, let me check. 307 pages, so I have around 9 hours left. So this was the second book I finished, I think, right? Yeah, second or third, I don't remember. You guys hopefully do. I have it written down somewhere. But yeah, I finished in a New York Minute. And next I'm going to be reading Girls of Little Hope. I finished the New York Minute, and next I'm going to be reading Girls of Little Hope. But yeah, this is like a thriller mystery. 3 girls went into the woods, only 2 came back, covered in blood and with no memory of what happened. that sounds exciting. And look at that cover. I'm so excited. You see my book haul video, you know how excited I am for this book. So yeah, from romance to mystery. Let's go. I finished reading Girls of Little Hope, and this book was a lot different than what I thought it would be. Like, there's like this big plot twist that like I think like 100 pages in, and since then I didn't want to put this book down. Like, it had me like shook. I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? What's going on here? And it was so exciting to like read, and like this book is multiple POV, so that made it really interesting. And I was like, it wasn't necessarily like very creepy, but it was like a bit like uncomfortable and like tense, and there was so much going on. There was like an air of mystery to everything that was going on. I will say that the ending to it was a bit disappointing to me. Like, I felt like the ending was very rushed. Like, you never really found out what really happened. I don't want to give any spoilers, so I don't want to say too much, but like the ending left me very unsatisfied, and that was really sad, because yesterday I spent like the entire day reading like the last 200 pages of this book, because I just wanted to know how it ended, and then for the ending to be a bit of a letdown, I was like, okay, great. But still, overall, I did really enjoy this book. I think I rated it 4 stars. That sounds correct, because I wanted to give it 5, but then the ending, I don't know, I didn't vibe with it. So this book was 272 pages long. I have around 4.5 hours left, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about my next read, which is gonna be The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Like, I've read all of Holly Jackson's book. Like, I love the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I love 5 Survive. Like, I read 5 Survive in one go. So I'm very excited to get to it. I got it immediately the day it came out, but I wanted to finish my current read first, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to be reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I think this will probably be the last book I get to read during this challenge, or readathon, because I have like 4.5 hours left, and I think I might be able to finish this book in 4.5 hours. I think it looks thicker than it actually is. I think it's like less than 400 pages, so I think I can do it, but I'm not 100% sure if I will be able to, but I will keep you guys updated as I go along, obviously. My timer just went off, so I have officially read the equivalent of 24 hours. I didn't get to finish The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I'm about like 200 pages in, like 220 I think I was on. Yeah. And so far it's really good. Like, I really didn't want to stop reading. But yeah, this book is kind of giving me the creeps, and I don't trust anyone. But okay, on to like the fun part, the whole thing, why I did this. Because I want to see how many pages I could read in the equivalent of 24 hours. So yeah. So I read like I DNF Powerless. I read House in the Pines. I read A New York Minute. I read Quaz. What's that it? And then I read a bit of The Reappearance of Rachel. In the 24 hours, I read 1,559 pages, which comes to about 65 pages an hour, which I was kind of expecting to. I would say that that's like my average reading speed. It depends on the book. Some books I do read faster than 65 pages an hour. Some I do read slower, like Babel, for example. That one took me ages to finish. But like, well, like The Inheritance Games, I can definitely read more than 60 pages an hour, read a book like that. But yeah, 65 pages an hour, and then that comes to about like 1 page a minute. So I feel like that's like, is it average? I don't know. I don't have anyone else to compare it to. If anyone does this as well, you can let me know. Did all math? I mean, it wasn't really math, but yeah, 1,559 pages. I don't think that's too bad. Although I did realize that it takes me quite a long time to read 24 hours. Like, I don't know, I was in a bit of a slump. But yeah, I'm gonna go end this video so I can get back to this book, because I'm losing my mind. If you watched all the way, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And also I just want to say a quick thank you for 100 subscribers. I know that doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but the fact that like more than 100 people decide to like hit that button and like stay here with me means a lot to me. So thank you. And yeah, if you'd like to see more videos in the future, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.